this is a short walkthrough on what you will be looking for when you do a peer review on the hands-on exam. So this is the instruction sheet, which you would still have available to you. But the basic idea here was that I wanted you to look up a 3 different kind of cars, gas-powered, hybrid, and an all-electric car, right? I just wanted you to see which one might make you, might be the most economical choice for you, okay? So, you know, of course we know that electric cars, you don't have to spend any money on gas, but sometimes they're more expensive. So when, you know, is it going to be paying off? And I only used a 3-year timeline just to make it a shorter problem, but we could go into other things like, you know, how long it would last, what the maintenance costs are, what the taxes and insurance are, but I didn't get into any of that. I just wanted you to start building me a spreadsheet. So I said, do a quick search. I think you guys all manage that. Make a heading and center and merge across for the heading. Create a spreadsheet so that it has the purchase price, the monthly payment. Monthly payment was based on a 3-year loan, miles per gallon, miles driven, which I told you was 1,250. And the gas that was going to be used per gallon per month, assuming that it's $3.50. So I'll bring up mine. So here I have merged and centered across all of the columns that I had. Some of you started to do this a little bit early, but I think I'd rather did this at the very end so I knew how many columns. So this is my now function. When you do yours, you should be seeing a now function. If I were to change something, this date and time will change based on what the last date is. So again, that's a now function. Not a today function, but a now function. All right, so here's my gas-powered vehicle. I had a $20,000 car. Monthly payments were $36,000. That gave me $555.56 per month. It gave me 30 miles per gallon, and I drove, this is not a dollar sign, I drove 1,250 miles, and my gas expense was $350. So how did I get this $145? Well, if I'm going to drive 1,250 miles per month, and I get 30 miles for every gallon of gas I put in, then how many tankfuls is it going to take me, and then what is that times 350? So I combined mine and I just said E6, which is 1250 divided by the 30 miles per gallon multiplied times 350 is 145.83. You could have this broken up into any way you see fit on the spreadsheet when you're grading this, as long as they have some sort of a calculation to get to the gas expense. That's great. Okay, what I did is then in the gas then I made my months. So I started mine. So here you can see that I've listed the months, and then that's the short date. How do I know that's a short date? Because I've come down here and put a short date in. That was the short date feature. Okay, you can make these auto fit as appropriate. In fact, if you want to go across the whole thing and auto fit, that's even better. But that again would be something that you as the designer of your spreadsheet would probably do at the end. Okay, here I go, January, there's my short date. Here's my car payment, okay? That can be brought down from here. Here's my gas expense. Here's an example of how I brought that down from there. Okay, if you want to anchor your cell, or if you are looking for, if somebody anchored their cell, it would simply be grabbing that number up there, pressing the F4, and you can see that that's now anchored. All right, so that number is repeated all the way down through my 3 years, and then it's totaled. And of course, all of the monthly payments are going to total the purchase price, right? Of course it is, because if you take $20,000, multiply or divide it by 36 months, and then you pay it off in those 36 months, that's going to give you the total difference. Alrighty, so that's how that works. And I did, oh geez, I hate these pop-ups. And then I did the same with the gas expense. So for my gas powered, I went all the way down to the bottom, and that was the total expenses I'm going to spend on gas for that car. So I just took the purchase price, which was a total of all the monthlies plus the gas, and that gave me the total price of the car. I repeated this exercise for my hybrid. Here my hybrid cost me just a little bit more. Divided that by the 36. Actually, I didn't put that number in, so I'll do that now. Divided by the 36, and that is my monthly payment. So I could have done that, and I just froze it right there. I actually did the calculation in this, but there's many different ways to do that. Okay, so here is the gas expense. Again, I took $12.50. The hybrid gets 45 miles to the gallon, so I took the 1,250 miles I was driving divided by the 45, multiplied that times the 35 to get $97.22. Of course, it's going to be less than the gas powered per month because my hybrid gets better gas mileage. So that number is total down here for all the 36 months. There's the total gas I'm going to spend. That's the total purchase price, and that's the total kind of ownership cost of that particular car. And then for the electric car, well, I don't use any gas, so there really is no MPG, no gas expense. So I just took the 35,000 and divided it by 36 months. That gave me the total price of the car. This is my dream Tesla. And there's the $35,000. So you can see that the total price of the car for the all gas would be 25, the hybrid is 28, and my electric was 35. Your numbers will be different. You will be grading some of these that numbers are different, but this is the general idea that I was looking for when I do a comparison chart. This is what my chart, quick and dirty, looked like. Yours may be looking different. I didn't tell anybody specifically what to chart. I just said make me a meaningful chart. All right, so this was my quick and dirty meaningful chart. All right, so there's the purchase price of each of them. There's the gas, hybrid, and electric, and easily I can tell that the total price of the car, the highest one is the electric in my case. All right, so that's what you'll want to be looking for when you grade these. There is a rubric set out for all of those important parts, and you'll just give your anonymous student a grade based on what you see for those different elements. All right, thank you very much. We'll do this again.